Hey everyone, welcome back to the sixth and final episode of InspectPoint's AI and Fire Protection series. Along the way, we've covered everything from what AI is to different types of AI tools and a blueprint for running your pilots. We're getting to one of the most important aspects of AI in your business, creating a business case for investing and evaluating AI. We're going to give you a repeatable framework, inputs, formulas, and a real-world example you can adapt to your numbers.
As an executive, manager, or functional lead, you've probably all heard claims like, we'll make a ton of money if we just buy, hire for, invest in, insert project here. For example, what if a single small AI pilot could free up 275 hours a month, cut revisits, and turn hours saved into real profit? Well, today, we'll walk through how to create a business case to back into those results and show real value from your AI tests.
ROI is simple in theory if you define the right inputs. It's important to spend a bit of time defining your expectations around how the tool will help. Is it time saved? Is it higher quality, less rework, etc.? You'll then need to track down your baseline data and metrics to compare against before and after. From there, you can test your model and try adding layers onto it to try to capture the full impact of your tool. We're going to get into the weeds a little bit here, but hopefully it will help illustrate the thought process and give you a concrete example for evaluating an AI tool.
Like Inspection Assistant?
Yes, that's a great idea.
When we evaluate how much a tool like Inspection Assistant, InspectPoint's AI tool that supercharges inspections in the field and optimizes back office review, can improve inspection performance, we need the following data. The average time it takes to complete a common inspection with and without AI, your average fully loaded labor rate, and the average number of inspections per month. Then we can compare the results before and after using Inspection Assistant to get our net time saved and multiply that by our labor rate and average inspections per month.
We'll need the average time per inspection without Inspection Assistant and post-Inspection Assistant, or an estimate of hours saved per inspection. For example, 15 minutes per inspection and 15 minutes per report review for a total of half an hour. Next, we're going to see the total hours saved per month. Take the difference between a total hours saved by using the AI tool per job multiplied by our total inspection tech count times our average number of jobs per tech per day times work days per month, or 20.8 days. For our example, 0.5 hours times 5 inspection techs times 2.1 jobs per day times 20.8 days per month for a total of 109.2 hours per month saved. Finally, to factor in the dollar amount, we'll look at average hourly labor costs times total hours saved. 109.2 hours saved per month times $90 an hour for a total of $9,828 saved.
Other areas to investigate and include in your business case, or ROI, are how many additional jobs your tech can take on per month, how many additional deficiencies and how much service revenue that translates into, how many hours you save in avoiding re-rolling a truck to fix notes, capture photos, collect missing or incorrect data, etc. Office hours saved from the inspection review, quote approval rate improvement from faster report, deficiency, and quote delivery, etc.
The point here is we want to fully scope the impact to build a well-rounded business case. And even more important, make sure we're holding ourselves and our teams accountable to the results we anticipated seeing before deploying these tools. So pro tip, an LLM like ChatGPT or Claude can help you build out a framework for building a business case or measuring ROI. And as a bonus, we've included a guide, which is linked in this episode notes below for a full breakdown.
We also want to touch on what some executives might call the softer side of a business case. General company sentiment, strategic objectives within your org, or operational excellence are all different ways to describe indirect impacts of technology on your business. Here at InspectPoint, one of our core values is ownership. We hold ourselves and each other accountable and approach our tasks with a proactive mindset. To support this, we invested in software to help us run our weekly team calls, keep track of to-dos, and surface important discussions. After implementing it and adopting, we've seen an improvement in both cross-functional results and individual team goals and KPIs because we're all rowing in the same direction.
And at a fire protection business, one of your core values may be providing best-in-class compliance solutions to your customers' buildings, investing in continuing education and training for your technicians, implementing software to standardize inspections and better track deficiencies, and hiring a dedicated account manager to handle customer engagement and deficiency resolution. These are all ways to fulfill that core value of your business and see a general lift in performance and results.
Defining your core business objectives and aligning your investment in AI to those will help you see a greater return. Other examples to consider: employee retention, providing best-in-class tools and experiences, not just higher pay. Customer experience, easier to understand and more accurate reports delivered faster. Improving alignment between the field and the office, or between inspections and service divisions, creating cleaner handoffs with greater efficiency and visibility.
All right, we've talked a lot about measuring outcomes. What about costs? You know your CFO, controller, and accountant is definitely going to ask about that. Typical cost buckets to consider: AI subscription, billed monthly or annually. Enablement and integration. These are one-time fees amortized over 12 months. Change management or training, one-time or monthly learning hours. And ongoing governance and audit, person hours to review and adjust.
So to recap, we've talked about costs, measurements, and areas to explore. Let's take a quick recap on the steps to build out your business case for AI investment. Be explicit about what success looks like. Do you expect time saved, better business outcomes like improved time to quote, cost reduction? Capture your current metrics, KPIs, or data that you can use to estimate or track against. Run a 30 to 90 day side-by-side pilot and use a scorecard for outcomes like accuracy, time saved, rework reduction. And check out episodes like episode 5, Your First 30 Days with AI, for more details on that. Start small and compare your expectations against actuals, evaluate, and adjust.
Well, that's episode 6. Exercising the muscle for evaluating investments with a clear business case and defined success criteria is a great skill to have in general, but even more important with a new tool like AI. This is the last episode in our series, and hopefully it's giving you some insights, tips, and a scalable motion for implementing AI at your fire protection business. If you're an executive evaluating AI, get us your last month of inspection metrics, and we'll help run these numbers with you. And book a 20-minute readiness call or check out the ROI worksheet for some extra tips and tricks.